Good afternoon, dear students. Myself, Chodapar Singh, Assistant Professor of Commerce, GFGC Kottagere. Today, I discuss about wide agreements. Means already discuss regarding wide agreements in the first unit regarding agreements and types of agreements. Today, I discuss expressly declared wide agreements. What are the agreements which are expressly declared wide? See, literally, wide means having no legal value. Means an agreement, it has no legal value. It means an agreement is a promise or contract made somebody, but these agreements there is no legal value. It is just very simple meaning. But traditionally, wide agreement is nothing but an agreement not enforceable by law is said to be wide. An agreement not enforceable by law ಅಂದರೆ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಲಾ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ಎನ್ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ವೈಡ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ವೈಡ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್? ವೈಡ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನೋ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್. ಯಾವುದೇ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಬೈ ಲಾ. Therefore, an agreement which does not satisfy the essential elements of contract. Therefore, which agreement does not satisfy the essential elements of or the rules of contract, that is called a wide agreement. Therefore, wide agreement confers no right on any person and not creates any obligation. Not creates any obligation. Yes. See, this is very important point. Now already last class here in agreement there is not possible to create any legal obligation. Therefore, wide agreement is nothing but an agreement made by minor, an agreement made by uncertain person, an agreement made by disqualified person, an agreement without consideration, an agreement, certain agreements against the public policy. They are called examples for wide agreements. An agreement which become wide, when agreement is become wide, an agreement at the time of formation is valid, but subsequently it becomes void due to some impossibility of performance. That is called a void agreement. Therefore, due to the impossibility of performance, due to the change of law or any other reason, the agreement not enforceable by law, automatically it becomes void. When it becomes void, automatically it has a legal effect. Therefore, this is the what you call very important point. What are the agreements which are expressly declared void? ಯಾವ agreements ಅನ್ನು expressly declared void ಅಂತ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ನಾನು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಆಪೋಸ್ ದ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತ ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ. ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಸಹ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತವೆ. ನಾನು ಕೇವಲ ಒಂದು 8 ರಿಂದ 10 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸಿ ಇನ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ expressly declared void ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತವೆ ಯಾವುವು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನೋಡೋಣ. Agreements made by incompetent parties. Incompetent means minor, uncertain person, and what is called disqualified by law. Section 11. An agreement made under a mutual mistake of fact. Mutual mistake means the terms and conditions are not according to the term what is called agreement. They are mistake by both the parties. Section 20. Agreements, the consideration or object of which is unlawful. Consideration or object which is unlawful means an agreement made for the purpose of fraudulent to any person. An agreement what you call which violate any rules or regulations. So what you called illegal object, that is unlawful. Section 23. An agreement, the consideration or object which is unlawful in part means part of the consideration or part of the object of the agreement is illegal. That is under section 24. It is void, expressly declared void. An agreement made without consideration means no consideration, no contract. But certain exceptions are given for that. Okay. But without consideration, certain exceptions that is valid irutte. But an agreement without consideration is void under section 25. An agreement in restraint of marriage means an agreement is entered by both the parties to restrict the marriage under section 26. An agreement is restraint of trade. An agreement which is entered by both the parties to restrict the legal trade or profession or whatever business under section 27. These are expressly declared void. An agreement in restraint of legal proceedings. What are the agreements which are restraint of legal proceedings? Legal proceedings ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ agreements means legally public duty ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಏನಾದರೂ restrictions ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅಂತ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ section 28 ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. Agreement, the meaning which is uncertain means the agreement what is both the parties who are entered into the agreement that is not certain, not fixed. An agreement by way of wagering agreements. These are one type of betting agreements. An agreement to do impossible act means not to possible fulfill the obligations or rights, that is under section 56. These are 11 very important acts, agreements which are expressly declared void. But certain agreements which are costly, in last session I discussed regarding agreements which are opposite public policy. ಸುಮಾರು 16 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಂದು ನೀವು ಹಾಕಬಹುದು. ನಾನು ಕೇವಲ ಒಂದು 8 ರಿಂದ 10 ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. An agreement by incompetent person, ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ incompetent person ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೈನರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಅನ್ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. An agreement made by incompetent person which is expressly declared void, that is incompetent means a minor, incompetent means uncertain person, incompetent means what is called disqualified by law, because of these persons are not mental capacity to understand the terms and conditions, are not possible to frame the rational judgment. Therefore, if these persons are entered into the agreement, that automatically becomes void. An agreement made without consideration, an agreement without consideration, automatically it is expressly declared void. Means, suppose if an agreement with consideration, that is valid. Suppose if that agreement not constitute any what you call not involved any consideration, automatically it becomes void. But certain exceptions are given for that. No consideration, no contract. Except that certain exceptions, all agreements without consideration is void. Suppose like what you call natural love and affection, past voluntary service, bailment, ಅಥವಾ gift, ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ agreement ಅಲ್ಲಿ without consideration ಅದು ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅದರ್ ದನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಅವನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರೇಷನ್ ವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ದೆನ್ agreements in restraint of marriage means an agreement between the both the parties to restrict the marriage, lawful marriage means lawful marriage ಅನ್ನು ತಡೆಹಿಡಿಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಆಪೋಸ್ ದ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಅಂತ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್, hence becomes void. If agreements which are entered by the both the parties to restrain the marriage of any person like that person is minor, that is valid. Suppose if minor agreement, minor ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಮ್ಯಾರೇಜ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಡೆಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವೇನು ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅದು ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆದರೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ಮೈನರ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಅಡಲ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತ ಮದುವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆದರೆ ಅದು ವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Therefore, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ an agreement which are entered by the both the parties in restrictions of marriage, that is automatically void because of it is opposite public policy and also it is an illegal object. And an agreement in restraint of trade means an agreement particularly expressly declared void if any agreement in restraint of trade. If both the parties were entered into the contract for the purpose of to restrict the valuable trade or legal trade or profession or business, that agreement is expressly declared void because it is illegal object and it is opposite public policy. Under section 27, it declares that. And an agreement in restraint of legal proceedings means an agreement entered with both the parties for the to restrict the legal proceedings of any person ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಾನೂನುಬದ್ಧ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಡೆಹಿಡಿಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ತಡೆಹಿಡಿಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತವೆ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ತೆಗೆದುಬಹುದು. ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಅಥವಾ those agreements which are opposite the public policy and hence ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ because of they are illegal object and illegal consideration and automatically it becomes void. And an agreement like uncertain agreement means the agreements not certain, those agreements are vague, those agreements are what you called it is impossible to do act. At that time those uncertain agreements are expressly declared void under section 29 of Indian Code 1872. Therefore, and next one, an wagering agreements. Wagering agreements is one type of betting agreements like what you called nothing but the result of that agreements are what you called lost or won. Means sometime maybe something may be lost and something may be won, result of doubtful issue. Therefore, literally word wager means bet, means wagering agreement meaning ಕೇಳಬಹುದು, ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Wagering ಅಥವಾ wager means a bet, something stated that to be lost or won on the result of doubtful issue is known as wagering agreements, and these wagering agreements nothing but betting agreements, therefore automatically void. They void because of it is illegal object. And agreement in contingent on impossible events, contingent agreements ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Contingent agreements ಅಂದ್ರೆ maybe happen or may not be happen due to certain reasons, some conditions in future may be happen or may not be happen. At that time those agreements are become void. ಅವೆಲ್ಲ void ಅಂತ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. See, Contingent agreements meaning to do or not to do anything if an impossible event happens or void. This is the meaning of contingent agreements. Contingent agreements to do or not to do means enter into the agreement or not to enter into the agreement, to do or not to do anything if an impossible event, that is impossible means not possible event, happens or void, whether the impossibility of event is known as what is called contingent and do not to the parties of their agreement at the time of when it is made. So impossibility ಅನ್ನೋದು not to the parties ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ due to a certain event. And section 36, those agreements, contingent agreements are void because of impossible events. They are illegal object. Then what you call agreements to do impossible act means an agreement to do an act impossible itself void, means not possible to continue or not possible to complete the transactions and terms and conditions. That is called impossible circumstances. On the basis of impossible circumstances, the agreements become void. So for example, an agree with B to discover the treasure by magic is a void. And agrees with B to run the speed of 100 km/h is the void because of agreements to do impossible. So now just 9 to 10 points I explain ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ. And also ನಾನು actually in what you call public policy, opposite public policy ನಾನು ಸುಮಾರು 16 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, agreements which are opposite public policy. ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಸಹ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಕೇವಲ ನಾನು 3-4 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸುಮಾರು 20 to 25 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತವೆ, ಸಾಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಸಿಟ್ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ಡ್ ವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 5 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ಗೆ 5 ಅನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ, 15 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ 10 to 12 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.